We are now going to switch to drum roll. I'll just get my special Europa League thing out. I'm not sure what you'd even call that really, but there's a story behind that, and I'll tell you afterwards. And it might be part of a competition. Glenn, we had a chat about this briefly the other day. Europa League draw for Arsenal. Obviously, got to the final last season. Very, very disappointing result. You were in Baku, as you were for most of the other games during the run, and throughout the last 20, 30, 40 years as well, as I've done to a certain extent as well. Thoughts on a draw first?
I mentioned yesterday, I think from a fan's perspective, it's a really good football draw. There's 3, eminently accessible away trips there.
Yeah.
Certainly 2 clubs with a bit of a European pedigree. Certainly 2 clubs, Frankfurt and Liège, with an excellent fan base. I've been to Liège before. Yeah. Their fans are really, really passionate, really loud actually.
Yeah.
They come out to this sort of like clanking chime. It's something to do with sort of like horror or whatever. So they have the PA, this sort of like, It's like
you see that again?
It's like the start of an Ozzy Osbourne or an AC/DC concert. But sorry, I'm going off.
You said that out loud, okay? We're on a podcast. Come on, mate.
Yeah, I'm going off text there. But no, I think it's going to be good. It's going to be good because it was getting a bit wearisome, some of those Eastern European jobs.
Yeah.
Like I said yesterday, Ostersund and
yeah. Quite a good phrase for Ostersund. I can't remember what it was now.
Swedish satellite town.
Swedish satellite towns in the middle of nowhere.
I don't know if that's a word.
But just briefly, you were in Baku.
Yeah.
How did you get there?
I got there. Well, I'm just trying to cross out which mode of transport I didn't use. But I drove with a friend to Stansted and we flew to Istanbul.
Istanbul, blimey.
And from Istanbul we flew to Tbilisi.
In Georgia,
we stayed, we got to Tbilisi about 4 a.m.
Which day was this in relation to the final on a Wednesday?
So, was the final Wednesday night?
Was it Wednesday?
Yeah.
I can't even think. Yeah.
So we left, I think we left on a Monday. Left on Monday, that's it. I was completely out of whack. I didn't know where I was. So then woke up in Tbilisi, had a morning in Tbilisi.
What did you do in Tbilisi? What was your highlight of Tbilisi?
Highlight of Tbilisi, it's a nice place actually. Just a little bit of sightseeing and a bit of eating. I wanted to do this salt baths,
right?
But the guy I was with didn't let me.
I'm not surprised. But what does that actually involve? For people who haven't done
it's just sort of like sauna, an old sort of kind of like Roman bath type things with a lot of sulphur in it. Apparently it's very good for the sinuses and everything like that. Anyway,
why weren't you allowed to do it though?
Oh, he just didn't want to do it. He wanted to wander off.
I thought he didn't want you to do it.
Yeah, no, you know what I'm talking about. He likes the bossy situation. So from there, we boarded a 14-hour train from Tbilisi to Baku. Yeah.
What time did you get on the train?
I think we got on early evening, about 8 o'clock.
So you've got to go overnight to get to
6 o'clock maybe.
And how was that?
It was okay.
Okay.
It was just the border patrols, sort of like.
It's like Midnight Express, isn't it?
Yeah, waking you up with sort of guns and stuff, and
really?
telling you to put your shoes on. And
why'd you put your shoes on?
It's disrespectful to reveal your bare feet.
Is that right?
In Muslim countries, yeah, can be. So I told everybody about this, and it was me who was the main offender. They got me. I jumped out of bed and I said, "Put your shoes on." And passports went walking off for about 4 hours.
Oh, really?
So I worried about that. But no, it was good. It was quite a little luxurious compartment. Like a two-bed berth.
Did you have a drink on the?
Yeah, we took some cans on there and stuff. They were quite lenient about all that. You're getting very specific.
I'm really interested in this. Obviously, I didn't do Baku.
So then we got there about 10 in the morning.
Right, okay. On the day of the game?
On the day of the game,
yeah.
Long trip, which was even longer going back because I kept us at border patrol for 4 hours, so I became...
Was that to put your shoes back on?
18 hours instead of 14. It was a long journey, and I just came back and I didn't really know where I was. I was just sort of like also panicking on the way back about Spurs winning the Champions. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, we'll touch on that in a minute. But so what are your views on UEFA in terms of hosting European finals in Baku?
Places like that? My thoughts on Platini, UEFA, and everything. And Platini was the one who organised Baku, didn't he?
Yeah.
He also organised the Qatar World Cup that's coming up.
Yeah.
So I think the man stinks.
Okay, I don't think we could use that. It's not libelous, isn't it?
It's not libelous.
We'll check with our legal team, but yeah.
But no, it shouldn't have been out there. It had the air of a pre-season sort of friendly.
Yeah.
There weren't many Chelsea fans out there at all.
Arsenal had double, didn't they? But it was still
they had double, but a lot of the Chelsea fans seemed to be coming from Far East and sort of like Russia and Eastern European countries. It was it's a word that gets really overused, is surreal, but that actually was applicable to it.
Right.
By the time we travelled all that way and got there,
what did you do after the game?
Well,
it was find out a late night bar.
There was a late night bar, but kick-off was 11, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I tried to leave when the third goal went in, but they wouldn't let me.
Well, that's so ironic. You take 3 days to get to Baku and you want to leave before the end.
I know. We just sat in a bar and then sort of bed at about 6 in the morning. That was it, really.
What day did you get, or what month did you get back then?
I got back on the Saturday.
Which was June the 1st, which was the Champions League final.
Yeah.
What state were you in by the time you got back then?
I was very tired. Very tired.
I suppose Liverpool's victory did lift us something.
Yeah, that did. That was a good end to the trip.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. Well, thanks for sharing that, Glenn.
Sorry,
it feels like I've been back here with you after that. It's a different story. Europa League. Obviously, I'm not going to expect you to have gone to, X amount of games in Europe, but what's your sort of take on the draw so far, then, or the draw, I should say?
Positive draw, I think, both from a footballing sense and a kind of fan sense, because you don't just want to be playing teams you're going to smash 6-0 every week. It's not really what the competition's for, but it is still a level where we can blood in some youngsters well enough throughout the group stages, so I'm all for that.
And those
That's all controversial,
and those. I'm happy with the draw. I'm happy that it's quite the condensed kind of area. That,
less travel.
You don't have to travel like Manchester United, have to go all the way far east.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's probably going to take a toll throughout that part of the season. So I'm happy about that.
Absolutely, and I know we talked earlier off camera that you're a Red member and you go as many games as you can. Obviously, it's difficult to get tickets sometimes for big games and the rest of it. But you've been to a Europa League game. It was the Cologne game, wasn't it? That infamous Cologne game at the Emirates a couple of years back. What are your memories of that?
So really weird, because I usually try to get to the stadium about an hour before kickoff.
Right.
So train right up, all fine. Get through Highbury and Islington. Walk up to the stadium. And then you kind of see this kind of wall of just police. And you're like,
right, okay, yeah.
What's going on here kind of thing. And then everyone's kind of squished in, because where I was around the East Stand. So
which bridge are we talking? Are we talking where the Herbert Chapman statue is?
Yeah.
The way in,
So down there it gets quite narrow.
Yeah.
And everyone's just kind of squished together trying to get in. And then they kind of announce that kickoff's delayed by an hour, and just kind of like, oh my god. But
you were sat next to Germans, I suppose everyone was sat next to German, but
I was just trying to remember,
what were your thoughts on them? What were they doing? Were they?
They stunk.
Can we clarify what they stink of? Alcohol?
Just booze,
Yeah.
They came in late, so that they're sat next to me, and I'm like, oh.
Did they have like double denim and like patches on it?
No. They were
very long time ago.
They were normal, but you could see they were obviously drunk, and then they sat there and you just let them go on with it, I guess, and watch the game, and then they left at half time.
Did they?
So probably just
a local
else.
hostelry, exactly.
But other than that, the game was good.
Was it 3-1, wasn't it?
3-1, Bellerin scored, I think, and Alexis Sanchez.
Yes,
can't remember who else.
Kolasinac. Good memory.
Yeah.
Well,
and then same season went to AC Milan as well at home.
Okay. That was what was the score? I went to the away game.
I think it was like 3-1, wasn't it?
Yeah, because
what was the away game?
They scored first.
Yeah, Carol.
I covered Carol.
Yeah, and then I went to CSK game.
Okay,
which was another weird one, because their whole kind of section of fans were all shirtless.
I know, they do that, don't they? Yeah. Someone's taken after Putin or something. I can't really understand. They just need a horse or something to sit on.
But the Ramsey goal in that game was unreal. So
I think that was a good goal then. Yeah, excellent. Just going back one step, do you remember when Arsenal played? Was it CSK? And it was I don't know. I'm smiling. It's quite serious. When I can't remember the bloke's name. He got poisoned, didn't he? And he actually went to that game. And there was a bit of he actually went to Arsenal that night after him getting poisoned.
That's right.
And there was talk of like, if you've been to this game, you can get yourself checked out or something. But we're not going in the dark yet, so hopefully we'll be all right. But, that was really surreal.
About 20 people.
Yeah. Rosie, talk us through European memories.
Cologne away.
Cologne away, yes. I think a lot of people have done. Go on.
I
How did you get it? I heard someone told me you went in a van or something.
I went to my mates live in Canvey Island,
right?
So we went to this night out in Canvey Island to the cinema, and I don't remember the cinema. Got home, didn't know what time it was. Got to this coach, I don't actually remember it. Got to France. I don't even remember.
I take it there was alcohol involved somewhere along the line.
A little bit. We got to Cologne, and I know Cologne, kind of well. I went to Cologne away by Leverkusen, they're massive rivals. So I don't like Cologne that much.
Okay, yeah.
And I thought, we'll go to this local pub, and I kind of know a bit of German. They were just slagging us off basically for being English, and we just, we went to the game later, and I was like, guys, we're going to smash them. They haven't won a game this season. Yeah. It's going to be brilliant. Their atmosphere's good, but we can fight it back. And we lost 1-0.
It was dreadful games.
It was just this random penalty, and the game was just going ahead before our eyes. My mate was like, if we score a goal, we bought, currywurst.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah.
Like, we'll get currywurst and baguettes. So everyone was like, currywurst and baguettes, because their concourses are outside.
Yeah.
It's like, let's just get some loads of food and just eat and drink. So we got currywurst and baguettes. My mate goes, if we score, I'll throw you this baguette and we'll go on. We'll win the game, win the Europa League. They scored, he lobbed the baguette. And then afterwards, I don't know if it's appropriate, I was the only girl on the trip. They all went to this 8th floor strip club, and I went and got a kebab. So that's
I think we had a nice
I've heard a few stories about that place, so I think we'll leave it actually. But thanks for sharing your memories there, very much appreciated. Serge, have you got something a little cleaner than that?
Cleaner? Most definitely, yeah. Most of my sort of European memories, bear in mind, I'm not a big fan of the Europa League as an institution.
Why?
I just don't think it should be the UEFA Cup. It should just be one top tier European competition, not two.
Do you think? Really?
I think it's just wasted time. I think it knackers our players out. I think it wastes our fans' away points. The Monaco game, was it 3 seasons ago in the Champions League, was 50 points. Some of these away games, you got to travel 8,000 odd miles to get there. Go on Grumpy Glen's 3-day tour of Eastern Europe.
Exceedingly grumpy.
I don't think the Europa League should be an institution. We should just be done with it.
Really? Because I think, you're absolutely right. It was a dreadful game, but I think somewhere in Grumpy Glen's psyche, he did actually quite enjoy moments of that trip, and that's part of the European sort of trip where you go and almost the football gets in the way.
Don't get me wrong, the games might be enjoyable, and it might be nice seeing us progress in that level, but does it really matter if you beat Ostersund's 5-0? Does it really matter if you go and lose your captain Koscielny to a horrible tackle against Atletico Madrid that puts him out for a year?
Yeah, I covered that.
Stuff like that, things like that I think are dogging our team rather than just focusing on the league where we could have done better.
It has a annoying impact on the season.
Yeah, absolutely. But I suppose my point would be, if you look at the '94 Cup Winners' Cup winning side, if you looked at the quarterfinals, there was Real Madrid in there. There was Porto. I think there was other strong teams. Every one of those teams in the quarters literally made the Champions League quarterfinals the year after. So purely in terms of football, I do think the second tier European competition is a proving ground to.
But I think the width of leagues they're now let into the Europa League make it a worse competition.
Maybe just have a pre-qualification.
Because now you've got Kazakhstan in there, you've got Azerbaijan in there. These aren't high-level teams. Yeah. I don't really want to go to Astana away. I want to stay to the Central European leagues. There are only real 5 leagues. You've got the English league, the French league, German, Italian, Spanish.
Yeah.
Those are the leagues you want. You don't really want to be playing against players from other leagues that aren't really at your level. I think personally it's a waste of time and money.
That's interesting. I've got to say the Europa League last season gave me some of my fondest memories of watching Arsenal, obviously from the press box last season. The Valencia game, the 4-2 at the end of last season. That was, for me, probably the game of the season for me. That performance of the season. Aubameyang's hat-trick, absolutely amazing. Which brings me on to this.
But my quick question would have been, had we not played those Europa League games, would we have done better in the league? So we wouldn't have played on Sundays, we probably would have played on Saturdays.
Maybe so, but ultimately Arsenal missed out by 1 point.
We would have had fewer games, we'd have had fewer injuries, we'd have had more time to train.
Yeah.
Would we have performed more efficiently?
I think it was a mental thing. I think we thought, after that Valencia game, we were like, we can win this competition. Yeah. And then we can't win the league, let's win this competition. And it's, we've got
I don't think it was that kind of simple. I think it's like, we talked about the Brighton game before. Yeah. That's just a mistake, an individual mistake that happened.
For the 1-0,
that basically makes us miss out on Champions League football. So I don't
He
think
rode his luck with that Palace game as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
I remember
He
that,
definitely had his
yeah.
eggs in the Europa League box.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote a few pieces on that. Yeah,
Also,
you're
for Sevilla Valencia, he was in the final 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
absolutely. Yeah, to go back to this is one of my bugbears at the end of last season. I obviously covered the game in Naples, came back, it was a brilliant result, 1-0 over there. Arsenal won 3-0 in aggregate, and we had Palace on a Sunday. I think it was Easter Sunday, whatever you want to call it. Just play the strongest side. Play for 60 minutes, burn Palace away with all due respect to Palace, get 2-3-0 victory. You've got 3 points in the bag. If we'd have done that, we'd have finished 4th, basically. He dropped 6 players, we lost 3-2. You kick it on from there. We lost, was it 3-1 to, was it 3-0 or 3-1 to Wolves? We lost 3-0 to Leicester, which I covered as well. We picked up 4 points out of the last 15. Was that a throwback for the Europa League? Maybe it was, but
it's an extra 10. It's an extra dozen games. If you don't have those dozen games, your players are a dozen games stronger, fitter, more likely to perform in the league. Which is ultimately what we care about, because we want to go to the top tier competitions, not the Aldi competition.
Would you have been happy if we won the Europa League, though? Would you have celebrated?
I mean, of course I would have celebrated. I celebrate every game. I mean,
yes, you do.
If we beat, like sort of like a League 2 side, I'm going to celebrate like a nutter because I love winning. But if we can,
that was a bit Partridge. That I love winning.
If we forego the second tier competition, do better in the league, get into the top tier competition, where we're playing teams like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich. And hopefully one day we won't lose 5-1 to Bayern Munich.
Wow,
stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I've seen 3 5-1s.
Yeah, I want to do better in that competition and the Premier League than winning, which to my eyes is a second tier trophy, the same as the League Cup. Just bin it off.
Yeah, absolutely fair point. Going back to this, talking about Valencia. We were talking about the Europa League, obviously. When I do post-match press conferences, certainly last season and a few seasons before that as well, when you sit there and you're getting grilled by the members of the Fifth Estate, including myself, they've always got these things. Yeah. And after, I'll turn around.
It's got a nice foot.
So it's the Europa League logo.
All right. So a nice attention off.
You don't pay attention to much. And sometimes when the manager walks off after his press conference, there's a media room there, and you write your stories, you file your stories. You might put them online straight away. You might put them next day. You put them in the paper. Blah blah blah. And eventually everyone just files out. And for some reason, obviously Arsenal's performance was absolutely amazing. I was writing a couple of other pieces. I was one of the last ones to leave, if not the last one. And that was still on the table. And literally Emery was sat there. And I was just like, can I just pick this up? What would happen if I picked this up? And I looked around and no. So the earth started turning still and carried on turning. So I was like, I'm going to have this. And I got it home and my girlfriend was like, well, why have you got this? And I'm just like, well, it might come in handy one day. What would you call it? I'm not sure what you actually call something like that. But it's sat in front of Unai Emery. So every time if you watch an Unai Emery press conference from Valencia after the 4-2 victory, this is in front of him. So
there's a footprint, so it could be Emery's footprint.
That could be Emery's footprint, absolutely. If it's not an Adidas one.
He could be wearing gazelles, we don't know.
Yeah, Adidas, yeah. If it's Adidas girls, it's me, I'm afraid. But if not, it might be Emery's football. I like that. Yeah, you're doing Frankfurt away? No?
I might do.
Yeah.
Depends finances and work commitments.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to.
You're looking to look to maybe do a couple of home games.
Home games mostly probably.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Absolutely.
Vittoria away.
You're going to do that? Okay, we'll see over there. We'll do a pod over there. We're going to do a pod at every European away game this season. The night before, we're going to find a welcoming hostelry and come along and watch us and join in as well. So that's the plan for this season. Serge will be there with his luxuriant beard. Hopefully, Grumpy Glenn. Rosie will hopefully be there and behaving herself as ever. Are you going to do Frankfurt or?
I can't do Frankfurt. I'll probably do Belgium.
Liège's do one. Yeah, I did that in '93. I wrote a book about that actually. Funny enough, blatant plug there, but that's a different story. Of course. I was on Talk Sport, by the way.
You'll buy it off Talk.
You can buy it on the Gooner website as well if you really want to. But that's our Europa League preview. Thanks to everyone again on the panel. We're going to be doing a lot more of this. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly have. Gooner Fanzine TV. It's on YouTube. Subscribe. It's free. No personal details are involved. No money exchanges hands. Just click it and watch a bit of Gooner Fanzine TV because it might be fun over this season. So thanks for your time. Thanks to all my brilliant guests as ever. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.